PSG have had some unbelievable players and been so dominant in Ligue 1, but still never been able to lift the Champions League. And they're in a really weird space at the minute because a few seasons ago they had the front three of Messi, Neymar and Mbappe. And now they're left with Barcola, Muani and Dembele. And that is exactly why we're rebuilding them today with this man at the wheel until we can get our hands on their first ever Champions League trophy. This is our starting team, and it's important to note we have made the transfers that PSG have in real life. So we do have Neves and we also have Pacho. Those are the most important two. They're both very young and both very, very talented. But because we have made those transfers, it does mean Kylian Mbappe is now a Real Madrid player. But let's get back to our team anyway. The reserves, they're not too bad, but it's a lot of players that I don't think are going to be getting too many minutes. So we might need to be bringing in some players that are a bit more useful to the squad. But if we want to do that, we've been given a healthy £222 million to do so. That doesn't mean we're not looking to sell anyone though, because we've listed up these 6 players. I don't think they're going to be getting any minutes whatsoever, so they may as well be sold. And now that Mbappe's gone, the wage bill looks so much nicer as well. No crazy wages, everyone can be a bit more humble. The board haven't put too much pressure on us and only want us to reach the final of the Champions League this year. They don't need us to win it, which hopefully means we won't get sacked as easy, and I think we can definitely reach the final. And in the future, Pacho and Beraldo are going to be stars for us at centre-back, because Pacho's only 21, Beraldo's only 19, so those centre-back spots are locked off for years. But Mercado in the academy could be one to be joining them, because he looks very, very good. It's very exciting. We've got youth in the first team. We've also got youth coming through at the academy that both look amazing. But in terms of buying players, I think potentially a left wing. There's so many options you could sign there now that Mbappe's gone. And maybe a more experienced midfielder, because the midfield is very young, especially the ones that are starting. But we can't keep signing players and not let go of anyone. So Kimpembe is hopefully out the door. We've had 2 deals accepted, so hopefully one of them goes through. We have managed to secure a deal for Pereira to Newcastle for 18 mil, Kazawa to Rennes for just under 2, and the big one is Kimpembe to Napoli for just under £31 million, leaving us with £276 million in the budget. It might finally be time to bring in that left winger and maybe even a centre mid as well. Just as we were debating whether we want a centre mid or not, Vitinha's gone and got injured for just over 2 months. So we've taken that as a hint and we've signed ex-PSG midfielder Rabiot from Juventus for just under £30 million. I'm very excited about this. He's very experienced, and when you look at him fitting into that midfield, I think it's a perfect fit. Obviously players like Ugarte are the long-term solutions, but I think Rabiot offers that perfect bit of balance and also experience into that midfield. What do you think though? Make sure to let me know. But with Rabiot in the team, it means we don't really have room for Carlos Soler, who's been sold to Fiorentina for a nice £18 million. And now I think we've done enough sales. It's time for Coman to join from Bayern Munich. I know he was the one to score in the final back in 2020, but it doesn't matter. He used to play for PSG, and I'm sure he can produce some magical moments for us. He did cost £65 million, but if you now look at the team, we are absolutely stacked in the starting 11, but also on the bench. And I think we are finally ready to sim through Season 1. And at the end of Season 1, as you can see, we absolutely walked the league. We won it by 12 points, only losing 4 games. That is so impressive. And in the Super Cup at the start of the year, we won that as well. But sadly, we did go out in the semi-finals in their National Cup. But all that matters is the Champions League. So, how did we do? As you can see here, we won our group without losing a single game in a very tough group as well. And then we get through the round of 16, beating Leipzig very, very easily again. And then get to beat Real Madrid in the quarters, which is extremely impressive. But we lose on aggregate to Bayern Munich in the semis, which means they're the ones going to be facing Manchester City in the final, and we do miss out on the first opportunity of a final. But now looking at the player stats, Dembele, 14 goals, 5 assists and 86 rated. He has had a very good season. Barcola, 18 goals in the league and 83 rated. That is so good. Ramos is now 83 after scoring 14 in the league. Muani is also 83. As you see just below him though, Coman did have a bit of a poor season, but all in all, as a team, we had a very good season, breezed in the league, and got unlucky in the Champions League. Obviously, we do still have this trophy parade, but we are PSG. We don't want to be celebrating this one too much. We need to be looking forward. Champions League next season has got to be our goal. But as you can see here, just before the season ends, we do accept a deal for Skriniar to go to Roma for for just under £35 million, and that does go through before the end of the season, so he will no longer be a PSG player come the start of Season 2. And as you can see, to start off Season 2, the board have given us £429 million. But there's even more big news though, because Xavi Simons has returned from loan from Leipzig and is going to be part of our squad. And this is what that squad looks like with him involved. He's only on the bench in a minute, but I think he's going to play a big part this season, and hopefully a big enough part to meet the objectives we've been set, because they now want us to win the league. And that's fair enough. They have given us £400 million to spend. I think the least we can do is give them a Champions League in return. When I just showed you the squad, you might have noticed the striker was blurred, and that's because we've just signed one. Victor Osimhen has joined the team from Napoli for £92 million. He is absolutely fantastic and completes what I think was our missing gem from this season. Ramos had a good season, but Mawani didn't. And I think if they're giving us 400 mil, we may as well sign one of the best strikers in the entire world. And with him in the team, we have an absolute mega squad. I think the squad is basically ready to go. I don't think we're even going to need any more players in, because remember, we've already got Xavi Simons back from loan as well. I think the squad is basically ready now. But just to finish the window of Season 2, we have let go of Fabian Ruiz to Chelsea for £24.6 million. He just wasn't used much, and he's definitely not going to be used this year with Xavi Simons coming back. And also Kolo Muani to Tottenham for £48 million. So I think our business is now officially done, and we are ready to sim Season 2. And as you can see, at the end of Season 2, we have won the league once again. This time only by 4 points, so nowhere near as dominant, but it's still a league title at the end of the day. And we also went and gone back to back for the Super Cup at the start of the year as well. We beat Nice this time, and this time we have managed to win the National Cup. So if the Champions League is on, we could be on for the quadruple, but we've done the domestic treble, and that is for sure. But talking about the Champions League, as you can see here, we've come second, unbeaten, but we did get 4 draws. And then we beat Real Madrid once again, this time in the round of 16. Very impressive stuff. The 4-1 win there is absolutely massive. Then we went and beat Juve. That's 2 really tough teams after having Madrid in the group stage as well. And then we went and beat Barcelona in embarrassing style, which means obviously we have Benfica in the final of the Champions League. We had such a tough run to the final, and now we have Benfica just a couple seasons after nicking João Neves off them. I really back us in this final. I think we're going to check the individual stats and then play the final and hopefully complete the challenge. As you can see, Osimhen's up to 90 rated. He got 10 and 11 in the Champions League and 22 in the league. They are unbelievable numbers. And Barcola is 88 rated. He's taking the reins from Mbappe and stepping up. Still only 22. Dembele's now 88 as well. 12 and 10 in the league. All these players have had unbelievable seasons. They've all grown as well. And I think we are finally ready for the Champions League final. This is the team we're going into the final with. And honestly, I don't know if Benfica stand a chance. Barcola and Mendes on one side. Dembele, Hakimi on the other. Osimhen down the middle. It could be wraps for them already. I'm going to waste no more time and get straight into the final. And early doors, we've got a chance. Hakimi running down the right wing now. We've got Osimhen, but also Barcola in the box. It's gone to Barcola with the header. That far over. We're getting close. Rabiot's done well there to put off their defender. Great turn from Osimhen. He's found Barcola. He's through now and goal. Only 8 minutes in. Surely. Yes. Oh my God. 9 minutes in and Barcola has put us 1-0 up. He is 88 rated now. And to be fair, we can't take away the work that Osimhen has just done. I said Benfica might not stand a chance, and so far this first 10 minutes they haven't. Great ball from Osimhen. Barcola running through. Lovely little step over the ball, create a bit of space and a cross goal. Pacho on the ball now. He's gone for a diag and that's an awful pass. They've now got it in a potentially dangerous space. They've got it out to David Neres. He's cut in with the shot. Big save there. 71st minute, they've got opportunities. Jean Mario on the wing against Hakimi. He's cut inside very nicely against him. He's found Arthur Cabral. Luckily, Patro's put in a great challenge, but he still managed to keep the ball. He's put a cross in with the volley. Oh my God, I think that was a save. Yeah, it was. And that is the game sealed. We have managed to win the Champions League. They did have that big opportunity towards the end, but it wasn't enough. Barcola's goal in the 9th minute was the game sealer. We were just too good for them. Our players were just way too good. And we've managed to win the Champions League at the second time of asking. The board will be happy. They gave us 400 mil. We only spent about 90 of it. The team was unbelievable. And as you can see here, We've got the trophy parade. We've won the quadruple in the second season. Maybe that's all PSG need in real life. The odd signing and a good manager, and they will manage to win themselves a Champions League as well. But obviously that is the challenge completed, so that is where we're going to leave it with this video. If you have enjoyed, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, comment down below what team you want to see this done with next. But until next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.